Hello everyone, Dr. Shalini this side. I am the Joint Secretary of Delhi Women's Wing. Very warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to Global Association for Physiotherapy. This webinar is conducted Delhi Women's Wing team. I would like to introduce a short introduction regarding the Delhi Women's Wing team. Dr. Sita Singh, National President of Delhi Women's Wing. Dr. Kanksha, National Vice President of Delhi Women's Wing. Dr. Pooja Vora, State President of Delhi Women's Wing. Dr. Ritika, State Vice President of the Delhi Women's Dr. Bhavna, General Secretary. Please keep your mic off. Dr. Bhavna, General Secretary, as well as today's webinar speaker on the overview of osteoarthritis. Dr. Neha Gupta, Secretary. Dr. Anita Sharma, Executive Member. And now I would like to request Dr. Bhavna, please start the session on the overview of the osteoarthritis.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to each and everyone present there for today's webinar. I, Dr. Bhavna, Consultant Physiotherapist, General Secretary of Women's Wing, State Branch, Delhi. Today, I am coming here to overview of the topic of osteoarthritis. Please mute yourself, everyone. Let's start the webinar on the topic of osteoarthritis. The name osteoarthritis. Please mute yourself, everyone. The name osteoarthritis. Who is there? Osteoarthritis is a Greek word. Osteo, arthro, and itis. Osteo is bone, arthro joint, and itis is inflammation. The inflammation occurs due to a wear and tear of the joint. The most involvement of the joints are hip joint and knee joint. So today we are taking a knee joint. It is characterized by age-related degenerative changes of cartilage and its underlying bone within a joint as well as bony overgrowth. The inflammation occurs due to a cartilage damage, worn and torn of the cartilage in the underlying bone of the knee joint. Osteoarthritis is a condition that is associated with pain and inflammation of the joint capsule, impaired muscular and ligament stabilization, reduced range of motion, and disability over a time. It is also one of the commonest musculoskeletal conditions resulting in disability. The specific cause of osteoarthritis is unknown. It is idiopathic, but maybe it is a genetic or other factors may involve, but are believed to be a result of both mechanical and molecular events in the affected joints. The disease onset is gradual and usually begins after the age of 40 years. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 2019. Treatment of osteoarthritis are focused on the prevention, reducing joint space, stiffness, and improving muscular, ligamental stabilization and joint mobility. So osteoarthritis is a most prevalent form of arthritis and occurs especially in the knee joint. It affected nearly 6% of all adults. The burden of the knee OA alone is particularly high and is one of the rise. The most cases we are seeing in the clinics and hospitals are suffering from OA arthritis. According to the data from 2003 to 2005, at least 27 million Americans have OA. It is almost same in the India's data. About 10% of the people with the age of 55 years or above and 50% ages of the 65 plus are having knee OA, of whom a quarter are severely disabled. It means the women are most affected due to their workload at activities in the home. Although OA occurs all over the world, there are ethnic difference in its prevalence. Approximately 10% of the men and 18% of the women suffer symptomatically OA, with radiological evidence is more than 50% of the people over 65 years of the age. This data shows that 18% of the women means mostly women are affected due to their work, due to their genetic factor, weight, obesity, anything. It mostly we have seen women with affected of OA, they having pain mostly in bilateral sides, and they're changing a pattern of the gait. Mostly we can see a waddling gait. If you have all seen in clinics, osteology of knee joint. The bones that forms the knee joint are femur, tibia, and patella. The front view of the patella joint or knee joint, there is a femur, tibia, fibula, and patella. Patella is also known as a kneecap. Side view and back view. Pathophysiology of the knee joint. The pathogenesis of the knee OA have been linked to the biomechanical and biochemical changes in the articular cartilage of the knee joint. In previous view, this is the cartilage between the tibia and fibula. Due to the worn and torn of the cartilage, there is an inflammation occurs in the articular cartilage surfaces. This shows the inflammation in the knee joint. The key function features of the OA is that the articular cartilage can no longer act as a shock absorber because its extracellular matrix has been destroyed by the repetitive wear and tear from the frictional forces and other predisposing factors. If articular cartilage is damaged, in articular cartilage, the synovial fluid also present, due to which the other components factors is also altered. In synovial fluid, there is a proteoglycans amino acids present, which includes hyaluronic acid, keratin, heparin sulfate, and other amino acids. So if the cartilage affected, all the joint becomes inflamed. Repetitive again, this is again happening. The repetitive actions of the flexion extension of the knee joint, it will affect the sounds, crepitus sounds, inflammation and pain increases due to the movement of the joint. Over the time, the cartilage wears away and the subchondral bone deprives of its protective cover. attempts to regenerate the destroyed tissue, resulting in increased bone density, sclerosis at the site of the damage, and uneven remodeling of the surfaces of the joint. This is followed by the destruction of the other joint tissues such as the subchondral bone and synovial capsule. If the inflammation occurs due to the forcing of the joint, all the bones and joints may disrupt the action. Destroyed exposed subchondral bone subsequently develop cracks and some small fluid-filled bone lesions called bone cyst. This image shows the inflammation occurs. This is the worn articular cartilage, narrowed joint space, and osteophyte formation, damaged medial meniscal, bony sclerosis, and cyst formation. You can see in this image abnormal cartilage. It is the worn cartilage that is fraying the surface of the deep cleft with the clumping of chondrocytes. These are the chondrocytes formation, clumping हो गई है, ठीक है? Thick bony outgrowths, osteophyte, subsequently develops from the deposit of the calcium of the degraded articular surfaces and thickened synovium. Joint space narrowing becomes significant. Articulations of the joint becomes difficult. As inflammation increases, all functions of the joint becomes difficult. This is the fibrous sheath and synovial membrane. If the cartilage damage, it will become hard and stiff. This is the inflamed joint, which forms bone spurs, worn cartilage. This is worn cartilage, and this is normal. Swollen joint, bone cyst formation. This all happens after the inflammation occurs or begins. This is a radiographic changes. Arthritis knee showing severe medial cartilage loss. The joint space reducing in the osteoarthritis joint. I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. This is the normal knee, normal joint space. And this is advanced osteoarthritis grade 3, which shows the almost reduced joint space, sclerosis, and osteophytes formation. Classification. There are two groups according to this etiology: primary, that is idiopathic or non-traumatic. I have mentioned already, idiopathic is the unknown cause of the osteoarthritis, and secondary, usually due to the trauma or mechanical misalignment. The severity of the disease can also be graded according to the radiographic findings by the Kellgren-Lawrence system described in 1957. The Kellgren and Lawrence system is a method of classifying the severity of osteoarthritis using 5 grades. There is a grade 0, no radiological and symptomatic features of the osteoarthritis present, healthy joint. That is a normal joint.